My name is Coach Jay. I'm the owner of Locomotion Fitness, and today I just want to talk to you a little bit about the overarching goal we have with our clients, right? The goal we have for our clients is to live healthy, fulfilling, meaningful lives over the long term, right? We're not concerned about tomorrow or 2 weeks from now. We're talking 20, 30 years from now, right? Being able to be happy and healthy for the long haul. So what is health, right? Let's start there, or else this conversation has nowhere else to go, right? That's the first thing we need to define. And to us, I'm just going to sort of default to Greg Glassman, the founder of CrossFit's definition of health, which is fitness over time, right? So it is my work capacity, my ability to do tasks, whatever life may throw at me, right? Putting luggage in the top compartment when you're flying, or being able to get to a meeting on time when your car breaks down and you have to jog there. We want to be able to maintain the ability to basically live life over the long haul. Okay, that is health to us. If you were to ask a medical professional what is health, sort of the standard definition is the absence of disease. I don't necessarily buy that, right? I might not have a disease, but I may be so weak at 70 years old that I'm stuck in a nursing home for the rest of my life, right? I don't have any disease, but that is not the definition of health to me. If I can't be out and enjoying my life, I don't feel like I'm healthy. So that is health. Now, we have broken that down into a few things that we think you need to have in order to live a healthy lifestyle. There's 5 of them. And this is largely influenced by Ben Bergeron of CrossFit New England and a top-level CrossFit coach. So 5 things. 3 of them we talk about all the time. 2 of them might be a little bit of a surprise to you. So the first one, and it's first for a reason, is eating, right? What is the fuel that you're putting into your body? That's pretty obvious and apparent. If you're not eating well, you're not going to be healthy. In CrossFit, our fancy word for cardio is metabolic conditioning. If you look at that root word, metabolic or metabolism, that's just our body's ability to take the fuel that we're putting into it in the form of food and turn it into energy for our muscles. So if the fuel in the form of the food that we're eating is crap, the energy that our muscles have is crap. So obviously we've got to eat well, sort of a given, right? Number 2 is sleep. We talk about this often. I put it before number 3, training. They're sort of interchangeable. So number 2 is sleep, number 3 is training. I think those are equally important, but you need both of them. So training, everyone in our community knows the value and the importance of that, right? Exercise is the one thing that you can do that's going to fight depression that doesn't have any side effects. It makes us stronger. It makes us happier. We know this. When you do it, you feel it yourself. Sleeping. If you're not sleeping, all the time that you're putting in an effort into eating and training is going to waste, right? Our body recovers and improves itself when we're asleep. That's when a ton of the important processes that our bodies do is done. You need to be sleeping. So there's a study that happened a while back where they studied a group of college kids, and they deprived these college kids of sleep. I want to say it's either 1 week or 2 weeks. These college kids went into a pre-diabetic state. So after only a week or 2, we went from a fully functional, healthy, no previous disease college kid to pre-diabetic simply from being sleep deprived. Then, when they let them go back to sleeping or getting the appropriate amount of sleep, that pre-diabetic state was gone in 2 days. So if you're someone who's battling blood sugar or trying to, control insulin response or any of that stuff, you need to get your sleep. Super important. So we're eating well, we are sleeping, we're training hard. Those are the first three. Those are the three that we tend to talk about. And in the CrossFit community, those are the three that we tend to focus on. However, there's a couple others that I want you to think about. And these are big things. So thinking is one of them. Your mindset, right? Are you in a world where bad things keep happening to you? Or are you in a world where you notice all the positive things around you? When you're in the gym, are you like, oh man, this workout is wall balls and running, two things that I'm terrible at, I'm going to perform terribly? Or are you thinking, oh man, this workout has wall balls and running, two things I suck at that now I'm going to be able to get better at? Right? Thinking, mindset has a huge effect on your health and your performance. You need to flip that positive mindset. If you come into the gym or come into locomotion with the preconceived notion that you're going to be successful and you've seen the other successes that we've put out and you know you can do it, guess what? You're going to be successful. If you come in thinking, oh, this is hard, I don't know if it's for me, I don't know if it's going to happen, the chances of success there are far lower than coming in with a positive mindset. So we need to think positively. Control your mind, right? Control your mind. I can't say enough how important that is. So we're eating well, we're sleeping well, we're training hard, we're thinking positively. The last piece of the puzzle, the fifth component to health, is connection. Connecting with other humans. So there was a study done at Harvard a couple years back, might even be more than that at this point, where it was a long-term study, 40 plus years, where they looked at and followed the lives of a large group of people. And they were looking for correlates between health and factors that lead to that health, right? The number one thing was not what they were eating or how much they were exercising or how well they were sleeping. It was how many deep, meaningful connections they had in their life, right? Basically, do you have love in your life? It sounds so corny to say, but that was the number one thing that contributed to someone's health and longevity. Deep, meaningful relationships. So there is a reason that we don't train at Locomotion solo, right? It's not one person comes in the door and one person goes out the door. We train in small groups, right? Why do we train in small groups? So that we can develop those deep and meaningful relationships. There is no better way. And when I say deep and meaningful, let's talk about that. This is not like saying hi, how's it going, or great weather today, or getting in a conversation with someone on social media. This is in person. You see this person, you share your thoughts with them, you can cry in front of them, you have a true friendship, right? This is someone you have an actual relationship with. What are the best ways to form those relationships? Is shared suffering. So CrossFit isn't easy, right? Those workouts are 8 to 15 minutes of a really hard task. So think about something like the military, right? The Marine Corps or Navy SEALs. The way that those people get so tight is they are going through a lot of bad crap together. Right? They are suffering together. And it is that shared suffering that builds bonds. Or even better, it's not the shared suffering itself. It's after the suffering is over, they can get together and look back and laugh about it. Those are what develop those super tight-knit relationships, those emotional connections. That is exactly what we're doing in the CrossFit gym. We are going through trial by fire together. Therefore, we are going to start to develop deep, meaningful relationships with the people that we are there with. So, 5 things that contribute to your health. 1, are you eating well? 2, are you sleeping well? 3, are you training in a meaningful way? 4, are you thinking, taking the time to think, especially positively? And 5, are you connecting on a deep level with other humans? Think about that. Let us help you if we can.